What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. I am the Fig Heel, and I just touched down from LA into New Jersey, and we are right back to work. And today, we're going to be taking a look at all of the wrestling figure reveals that we saw this week. You might want to grab a snack because it's a ton. Stay tuned. In case you missed Mattel Creations revealed event, they had me come in as an honorary guest revealer, and I cannot thank them enough. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. The experience was amazing. I saw the entire Mattel campus, went to the toy store, did some toy hunts, a lot of great videos coming to the channel very soon, stuff that you're probably not going to see anywhere else. So make sure you tune into them. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. But today, we're going to be taking a look at all of the wrestling figure reveals we saw this week, starting small, building big, as we always do. And we are going to start off with the independent realm with KWK Kayfabe Heroes right here. Now, I ran a New York Toy Fair panel for them last week. You can watch it on the channel. We had a lot of cool guests, Barry Horowitz, Max Moon, and the Berserker, because these guys are getting figures in the line. Starting off with Max Moon, there's going to be a red variant. Now, this is a complete fantasy gear, but still very, very cool. And it allows people to add Max Moon to their collection who missed it on the first run, and at a cheaper price point, because these are $14.99 plus shipping. You can get both variants of Max Moon for $28. So make sure you pick them up. The Asylum Wrestling Store, or you can go to J&J Figures. A lot of great ways to get these if you are international as well. One of my favorite retros from 2024 was at the top of my list, and now you all have a chance to get it. Plus, the blue variant is an upgrade from the previous release. As you can see here, there's a lot more detail. The colors are a little bit more accurate. So love this figure, and I'm so glad people can add it to their collection. It will not have shoulder pads or the rocket launcher gauntlets, but that is a cost-cutting measure. That is allowing them to offer it to you at $14.99. So I would say that is fair game. Moving on, we also saw coming up next is going to be Ox Baker, and I believe this starts in April, and he will be $15.99. They're going to have 4 variants: the red tights, the black tights, the yellow tights, and of course the blue tights right there. Again, these will be available in April at $15.99. And then after Ox Baker, we're going to have none other than Mr. Pat Yourself on the Back, Barry Horowitz. He's going to come in the green trunks variant, the pat your back, whatever you want to call them, design variant. Looks like shamrocks, but in the shape of hands. Very cool. The blue Hebrew star and the suspenders. That's my favorite. And this is also going to be $15.99 plus shipping. Great deal for an independent figure maker. Sean is really making it happen. So I suggest everybody hop on this line. It's one of my favorite retro lines out there right now. We also saw a sneak peek at an early prototype of the Berserker. Here he is with all of his accessories. Now, since he has accessories, his price point is going to be higher. I think Sean said around the $30 range, which still is not bad. He's in that clothesline action. He's going to have the shield. He's going to have the sword. He's going to have the helmet. And this thing looks excellent. Look at that sculpt. Look at that, man. Beautiful, beautiful work there. And there he is with the double clothesline and with all the accessories on. It's going to be a beautiful display piece for your retro shelf. We also saw the upcoming lineup, which, as we know, Max Moon, Ox, Barry, and Berserker. But then we're going to be getting Bull Nakano, Well Done, the Orient Express, and of course, Flash Funk. Flash Funk is going to have a lot of accessories: the chain, hat, and the fur coat. So gotta expect that one's gonna be around $30 too, but still, man, it's gonna be one you do not want to miss. So shout out to KWK for all the things that they're doing. We also saw some unreleased KWK figures. Here's a Laredo Kid in the red and black. Very, very cool. And as you can see, when his hands are raised, he would do that hand sign that Laredo Kid does. We got the green variant and the white and gold variant. Now, this is not coming out right now. It was kind of shelved for a little bit. Maybe down the line we will get this, but this was kind of like a teaser to see if there's any interest in this Laredo Kid retro figure, as well as Sam Adonis, the brother of Corey Graves. Here is the white pants variant. Here is the American flag one with the scantily clad woman on the left leg. And as you can see, we have the gold variant here, and all three have a hole in the left hand because he would have come with a flag that he can wave, an American flag, which is very, very cool. He has that punch action pose. But again, these were canceled or shelved, I should say, until a later date. So hopefully we see these down the line. So comment, would you want to see Laredo Kid and Sam Adonis? But it wasn't the only Barry Horowitz we saw. There is an upcoming Epic Toys Barry Horowitz with a removable, interchangeable hand on the left side where he can pat himself on the back. He's in the blue boots, the blue tights, and would possibly, this is a possible, this isn't guaranteed, but they're throwing around the idea of having some blue sparkling braces for the suspenders that could be removable. Personally, I prefer the KWK one, especially at the price point. So it'll be easy for me to pass on this Barry, but kind of cool that Barry is finally getting the love he deserves in the wrestling figure space. We also saw the carding mock-up for TRT, Title Run Toys, Ernest the Cat Miller. Love that purple carding. Looks pretty cool. I'm very curious to have one of these figures in hand. There's the back of the carding, but again, we don't really have any hard copies to really base our decisions or opinions on this off of. But I think they could use a little work, but this is their first foray into figures, so we'll give them a little leniency here. Our friends over at Grapplers and Gimmicks teased this Regium-style Ahmed Johnson. Now, I've seen the final piece, and it is great in my opinion. Very curious to see what you guys think of it, coming very soon. We also saw Top Rope Collectibles showed off some renders of the upcoming Paul Orndorff. On the left is the original render. On the right is the updated one. Personally, I am not a fan of the head, but I do think they improved the body mold. He looks very Galoob, Lex Luger-ish, except for the right hand. Kind of reminds me of Sting, but with an extended pointer finger. The head, I really think needs work. Does not look in the realm of a Galoob to me, and doesn't really look like Paul Orndorff to me. So I do think they need some work on that, but I think everything else looks great. Mil Masker has also put up another figure set. I cannot comprehend like all of the details of this. There's ones in box sets in like a cereal box, and there's ones that are just the figure. It's pretty pricey, but very cool. This is the white tights variant with the interchangeable green head. Very, very cool, but not for me. And those are available on Mil Masker's official website. Now, talking about Toy Fair, New York Toy Fair, Major was there, and they showed off some hard copy prototypes of the upcoming Big Rubber Guys, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. Love how these look. So much going on. The shirts are awesome. Very, very cool. I'm so glad that I pre-ordered these. I love the Big Rubber Guys line. They are perfectly imperfect, and that's what I love about it. We also saw these amazing pieces, the Road Warriors. These are exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store. Pre-ordered these as well. Love the stance on them. Very posable. I think they're going to look really great on a shelf. There's the Macho Man coming, the Macho King coming from Wrestling Collector Shop with the removable crown and scepter. There we have Missy Hyatt, her first official figure. Now, she is going to come with a cloth goods skirt, but they did not have it ready, and a removable microphone. This is awesome. I'm glad there's getting some women in the line to really, really spice up the shelves that we have that we're collecting for these things. Awesome. Cannot wait to see the final product on this. And of course, this is the figure I'm most looking forward to in the Big Rubber Guys line. I think this is going to be their best release yet. Rick the Model Martel, he's got the sweater draped, that light blue, the hanging laces that look great, the Arrogance can. I love the pose, the glasses. So awesome. Such a cool freaking figure right here. And yes, Danhausen is still coming in that Bret Hart-esque gear. Not sure if this is going to be like an exclusive to him on Whatnot or it's going to be on Collect Major, but time will tell. We also saw that they picked up some licenses for Big Rubber Guys, which means I'm sticking strictly to wrestling. I'm not going into this kickboxer Jean-Claude Van Damme, but here he is, clean, and then they have a bloody variant. So happy for these guys getting movie licenses and such. It's just easy for me to stay away from that stuff. They are also doing a Rambo. That's right. John Rambo is in the Big Rubber Guys line, but John Rambo is not a wrestler, so it's easy for me to stay away from it. I am no longer a completist on Big Rubber Guys, but I am a completist on wrestling Big Rubber Guys. So we're safe here. You'll notice, though, he does come with his gun. He comes with the bullets that can wrap around him, as well as a knife. I mean, there's a lot of accessories here. I'm curious if this is still going to be a slipcover or if it's going to be adhered to the package so that these could be sold in stores. I'm really not sure yet, but time will tell. And we found out that Series 13 is going to be the Islanders, the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, and Bruiser Brody. Man, this may very well be their most toyetic series yet. I mean, the colors are popping, the poses, the accessories on Brody. This is so cool. I'm very excited for this series. We also saw that Mr. Matt Cardona is going to be getting a new Major Bendy. And it's the complete Matt Cardona, tongue out, new pose, gold knee pad, gold elbow pads, gold on the boots. Can't wait to see better pictures of this one. We also saw that original debut Hardy Boys are coming in the gear that they stitched themselves. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. This is something to be excited about for me. I would love to see these in bone-crushing wrestlers from FC Toys. And maybe we will, but I'm stoked that there is some kind of presence of the early Hardy Boys in figure form coming to us. We also saw that they are going to be doing a ring. And this ring is going to be for Major Bendies and it's going to be for Major Stars. So it's going to kind of accommodate both. And it's going to be in the realm of Boss Fight Studios, where it's going to have the drawer that comes out so you can store stuff. There are some like prototype images right here, as you see, with the Hardy Boys in it. I think it scales well with the Bendies. I'm sure it'll scale well with the Major Stars. Speaking of Major Stars, we saw that there is going to be some other versions of Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. So on the left is Series 1. On the right, I'm assuming this is probably going to be like a merch stand or online exclusive variant. Very cool. I cannot wait to have one of these in hand so I can really see, you know, the quality of these figures, which I'm sure is going to be pretty decent. And then we have Brian Myers on the left. As I said before, is the standard from Series 1, and on the right is a variant that could be merch stand, could be online. We shall see, but he's got that red, white, and blue M, which I dig. I actually dig that more than the standard edition personally. And here is a hard copy of Jordan Grace that we knew was coming. We already kind of saw this, so I'm going to move on to the other three we didn't know were coming, and that is Sabu, All Ego Ethan Page, and Sergeant Slaughter. I think Slaughter looks great. Love the Sabu. Easy for me to pass on that Ethan. I'm not a completist on this line, but I will probably pick up Legends. That's my plan. So I will pick up Sabu. I will pick up Sergeant Slaughter. I'll pick up Macho Man. I'm probably going to stick to Legends on these. But very, very cool nonetheless. I love that they're, kind of just trying their hand at an original form factor, and I think it's going to work. We shall see. But that is Series 2 of Major Stars. And now they are also going to be branding out 2 other licenses. Here we have the Blues Brothers. Check that out right there. They look pretty badass, but again, easy for me to pass on. And PowerTown was at New York Toy Fair. Didn't really show off anything new, but something curious was that they had new versions of Ultra Series 1, but without the window flap. So these are just windowed figures. So are they re-releasing Series 1? Are they taking some of the leftovers and putting them in new packages? Not really sure. Couldn't really get an answer. So, when we get the answer, we will update everything. But very interesting business move here. So we shall see what's going on with PowerTown. The All-Stars look great. Can't wait to get them in hand. And I think that's coming very, very soon. Now, AEW. had a lot of stuff to show this week. They put up on shopaew.com the Rated R Superstar Cope, his first micro brawler. And honestly, I think this might be one of AEW's best micro brawlers. Looks just like him. He's in that Metalingus pose. He's got his vest on. You can see that it's tattered at the arms. Very, very cool. And there will be a chase variant in red and black, basically inverting the colors, which I think is awesome. Only 100. So order a couple and try your hand at getting one of those chase boys. Also, there was an email sent out for the Will Ospreay that's going to be shipping soon. And it's requesting that if you have a change of address, you need to reach out to them now. So if you ordered this and you change your address, reach out now. Otherwise, it's going to cause some problems for the shipment of your items. So check your emails now, guys. And we found out that at Target in the fall, there's going to be a Copeland and Cage World End 2-pack. To me personally, nothing that exciting going on here. I mean, they are very, very basic here, that gear. So is what it is. Christian looks like he's crying. Copeland looks like he's angry. We shall see how this looks. Hopefully this shows up for $19.99 for the 2-pack like it did with the Mox and MJF 2-pack. This surprised me. There is going to be a Ring of Honor 2-pack for Jazzware's Vault of FTR. The Living Legends are going to come with the Ring of Honor tag titles, interchangeable hands, as well as removable jackets, which is big for these guys. These guys need removable jackets, but not rubberized ones. They need these cloth good ones. Plus, the head sculpt look great. Very, very excited for this. I don't think they've done FTR too well, and these do look like probably the best FTR that Jazzwares has done. So we shall see when these are coming. Looks like there's going to be regular drops now with AEW and ROH on Jazzware's Vault, because today, as I record this, they dropped the Orange Cassidy sketch figure, limited to 3,000, available now. Those Hardy Boys sold out last time they did a drop, which is pretty exciting. Now this figure, it's a little bit outside the box, right? So either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between. Personally, I like it. I think the sketch thing is very cool. It's unique. It's different. But I'm keeping it in the box. For somebody who opens figures, this is an easy pass, I'm sure. It is available now, $30, and also available for pre-order on ringsidecollectibles.com is the Blacklight Jeff Hardy. This is an early prototype. Now, this box is going to light up on the inside. It actually has like a little mechanism on the side of the box you can turn on, and I guess it's going to shoot black lights behind Jeff, which is pretty cool. And he's got an interchangeable head, interchangeable hands, and those like candy striper arms, which I like to call them, as you can see here. So very exciting that Jeff is still getting AEW figures and Ring of Honor figures, even though he's in TNA and showing up on NXT and WWE shops. So this guy is everywhere. So huge shout out to the Hardy Boys for how well they're doing right now. Talk about long game careers right there. We also saw a lot of AEW stuff, guys. Walmart exclusive Kenny Omega. These went up for order the other day and already shipped to purchasers. I passed on it. I figured I'll get it when I get it. But I do think this is a pretty good Kenny Omega. I like the head on it. I love the tights. These are great looking, very toyetic. And also Ricky Starks. Both of these are in hands of people who ordered them on the website. This, in my opinion, is the best Ricky Starks. Love the gear. Love the entrance vest. The glasses fit very well. Plus, it's a perfect time since he just showed up in NXT as Ricky Saints. What a time to be Ricky Starks, right? So I'm sure these will go up again. If not, they will be at every Walmart. Trust me. And we saw Unrivaled Series 17 in box at Toy Fair. Here is Adam Copeland, the standard edition. He is going to come with a t-shirt. It's in the back there, and it's going to go under his vest. He's got the smiling head sculpt. There's the back of the packaging. Willow Nightingale is also getting her figure. Love the colorway on this pink. And they did a pretty good job on the head sculpt, I would say. The body mold, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I think there could have been a little bit larger as far as like the arms and such, but neither here nor there. Pretty cool that she's getting a figure, but not just one. She's getting two, and we'll talk about that later. Ricky Starks also getting another figure with that very Louis Vuitton-esque entrance gear, which is pretty awesome. And Killswitch. This is the one I'm excited about, right? Luchasaurus hasn't had a figure in quite some time, but He has never had a kill switch figure in the AEW Unrivaled line, and now he will with that entrance gear with all of the sharp spikes and such on it. Very, very cool. Love the darkness, the tattoos. I think he's super toyetic, and his figures always come out great. And Swerve, this was a controversial one. The skin tone on this is crazy light. They did not include his entrance jacket, so it's kind of a bummer. This guy's hot right now, right? He's hot on the wrestling scene, and it could have easily been a home run, and it's kind of a strikeout. So if you don't have a Swerve, it'll be good. I like the head sculpt, but overall, everything else is kind of like, he's very, very light. But here is the You Don't Have a Father Christian Cage, which is pretty cool in the street gear. I love this. I think the head sculpt looks great. So much better than his first figure. So I'm definitely picking this up. And there is the rare 1 of 3,000 Willow. Looks pretty cool, but I do think the standard gear is way better. Looks like this one has more tattoos as well. And here is the Chase 1 of 5,000 serious face, beanie head, Adam Copeland. A lot of people didn't like the head sculpt, but personally, I do. I think it looks just like him. I think it looks like when he wears his beanie and he's angry. Just like there. Looks just like him to me. And it is a Chase figure, so it's not the standard one. So if you want it, go after it. If you don't, probably won't find it anyway. So that is AEW Unrivaled 17. And we also saw the Walmart exclusive Jon Moxley Supreme. But I mean, hard to get excited about a Jon Moxley figure. You're going to have interchangeable legs, interchangeable hands, heads, shirts, the whole kit and caboodle. So that will be coming soon. People already have it in hand, so just stay tuned for that. And now, Toy Monster showed off at Toy Fair that they have the WWE license, and they're doing these weird Rumble Champs fighting puppets. And they have John Cena and Cody Rhodes. You stick your hand in the puppet, and there's like a trigger that you can pull, and he will punch, kind of like those old puppets from the 80s. Like there's a Mr. T1, there is Hulk Hogan, Thunder Lips. Very unique, very different, but they'll also be doing splat heads. They got Randy Orton, Logan Paul, John Cena, and you can pick these up. They have a huge head, small body, slam them down, and their head will be flat, but it can be formed back. Fun for little kids. I'm very curious to check these out. There will be minis as well with Jey Uso and such like that. So very curious to see where this line will be, how much it will be, and how soon it'll be on clearance. So Toy Monster right there doing some products. Very curious to see how all of this goes. And then we saw on Fanatics on WWEshop.com that the Roman Reigns bronze statue is up there, kind of emulating that graphic that they did when he would come out on his old song. Very, very cool. He does have like an actual t-shirt graphic on. It's not just straight up bronze like the old Rock and Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair. So this is available on Fanatics right now. You can order it. I'll probably pick one up because I do think it's unique and cool, and it really does look bronze. So Roman Reigns getting the treatment, but there's going to be others. Every week on Friday, we're going to have a new release on WWEshop.com. Reveal number 2 is going to be LA Knight. Reveal number 3 is Rowdy Roddy Piper. And reveal number 4 is the Dudley Boys. So Rowdy Roddy Piper and the Dudley Boys will be Hall of Fame edition. Here is a peek at that Rowdy Roddy Piper. And as you can see, it comes with that Hall of Fame plaque, but it's of the WCW short hair Rowdy Piper instead of the one that it is actually in the package with, which is interesting. I don't know why they do that. Now, Mattel Creations revealed. We revealed the upcoming Retro 4-pack featuring Bobby the Brain Heenan, the Ultimate Warrior with Intercontinental Championship, which I love because it's kind of a callback to the original Series 1 Ultimate Warrior that was originally designed to have a IC title just sculpted on. Instead, they switched it out for a weight belt. So I appreciated that callback. We're also getting $1 Million Man's Virgil with money to go in both of his hands, and King Harley Race. A lot of accessories here. We've got the crown for Harley, the money for Virgil. We've got the championship for Ultimate Warrior. So a lot of value here. Love the pointing hand on Bobby the Brain Heenan though. So a lot of cool stuff to come. We saw an Ultimate Edition Phantom Undertaker. I mean, this figure's been done a bunch of times, right? But now with new heads, removable mask and molded on mask. Very cool. Not sure where this will be. Not sure if this is going to be like an exclusive somewhere. That information wasn't available when I was there. I could have missed it on the flight home, but very cool to see. We will also be getting Mr. Scott Steiner with the WCW Championship, interchangeable heads, the chainmail gear, and he is going to come with a cloth goods removable straitjacket, which is beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. And then we're going to have ECW champ CM Punk. So we haven't had ECW champ CM Punk since that ringside exclusive. And he's coming in the yellow trunks, very reminiscent of his first Ruthless Aggression, interchangeable heads, and that classic t-shirt that we all remember with the dice and the cards on it, which is pretty awesome. And then last but not least, we revealed the Mattel Creations exclusive Superstars 2-pack of Dusty Rhodes and the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Very cool. A lot of people are questioning if all of the cards are unpunched. I can confirm the ones that I was checking out at Mattel, they did have the punch in there. So it's going to be a crapshoot whether or not you get one punched or unpunched. So, you know, may the force be with you. I think these look incredible. I love that it's a 2-pack. I think we were all kind of expecting a Cody Rhodes Motu or Superstars figure because, you know, we saw the prototypes pop up on eBay. We saw the little sneak peeks in the revealed video, the teasers. So I'm happy with this. I don't know if everybody else is. I'm happy with it. I love the gear on Cody. The shirt is one of my favorites that he's ever had. Love the belt. Plus, Dusty coming with that classic Dusty shirt and the NWA Championship. Nothing to complain about here. $50 right now on MattelCreations.com. Go scoop it up. There's all the pieces. Look at that piece count right there, guys. You get a lot. You get a lot. So very, very exciting. And there I am with the figures, which I'm super stoked about. Got to pick them up, play with them a little bit. So, yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Comment below your favorite reveal that we saw this week on the channel. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fig Heel. Twitter is at The Fig Heel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to heelbooks.com. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.